Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Destiny. As promised, we've got our first weekly Nightfall video. This week it is the Will of Crota, which is the Dark Below DLC strike on Earth. The buffs this week are Solar, Arc and Void, so any weapon is worth using. I've got a full fire loadout right now, so I'm rocking Abyss Defiant, which is the Crota's End hard mode auto rifle, icebreaker, and then the Hunger of Crota rocket launcher. I'm doing this strike today with HXD Tronners and a friend of ours, Purple Haze. You may recognise him from our raid run. He's going to be jumping in later on as well. He's just finishing off something else at this point when we started. So what I'm going to do, instead of commentating over the whole thing, I'm going to give a little bit of a brief overview of what you need to do in each section, and then I'm going to speed the video up through that section to show you briefly what you need to do, and then we'll round off at the end and go from there. So first of all, obviously head up into the Skywatch. When you get into the Skywatch, what we like to do is just sit back in the first little shack, lean-to shack thing when you get in there, and pick off ads at our own pace. There's no rush at this point to do anything. Because there's all three burns on, every weapon that comes at you is going to do extra damage, so it's worth being conservative. Yes, you're going to do more damage because every weapon you have will do the same, but it works both ways. So we like to stay in this little area here and just go out and take down the ads at our own pace. So there's a couple of downs here. This is the very first thing we did today, so it's not been. It's obviously Tronner's there. He's gone. I think actually, yeah, I remember he got hit through the wall there by a Reaver captain. So he wasn't happy. It wasn't either of our best runs, to be fair. We weren't on form, but we managed it, and we can tell you what we did wrong and make sure you don't do it. So every time something went badly wrong, I did this and came right back down here, just in case, because obviously with the Nightfall you don't want to go down and risk go back to orbit, because it's just annoying. So yeah, we decided we were going to go conservative. So I think, yeah, so there again I go back down the stairs. Tronners manages to ward that guy off, but just in case I go back down. So that's basically it. So from here you just take your time, take out all the ads and wait for the signal to move on. So I will be back with the next section. See you in a minute. Okay guys, we're back. Next section, you've cleared this room of all ads, and you're now asked to move on, basically by Eris, or through your ghost. So you head through this door here and up the stairs. I'm sure you've all done this strike before, but you know, it's worth me saying for anyone who hasn't. And what we like to do in this area, Tronos will take the forward roll. I will sit back with Icebreaker and just pick stuff off from a distance. Mainly the sniper vandals, like there. There's 4 of those, 4 Reaver vandals you need to take down that are acting as snipers, and then obviously everything else out there. But always remember the 2 things for this part of the mission, or 3 things actually. The fallen skiffs that come in, because there's arc burn on, they are going to do some big damage, and also shanks spawn in the room with you. Be careful of them. And finally, remember there's always a vandal up above you when you go outside, on the wall of the building, so be wary of him. Other than that, we like to sit back in the room and take stuff out from range and just take our time with it. So actually, yeah, that's pretty much it for this section, so I'll come back with the next bit. See you in a second. Okay, there we go, we're finished here. Next section is to run to the Jovian complex, which is underneath the old Hive Cedar in the Skywatch. So if you run through the building, as it tells you to do, there's only one route through. Once you've gone through there, you'll see, if you follow where we're running on the video, you'll see where we have to go next. If you head down into there, there's a door to get your ghost to unlock. Once you're through there, wander through, and then you will see sort of an elaborate wizard, and that is Omnigul. She's well, as it said in the intro, Omnigul is the last of Crota's generals. So we have to go and take her out through this section here. As you can see, you go through the Hive Cedar. Let's take out that acolyte there, and then wander through. And there's a door to open, so you have to put some ammo down into Omnigul. Not a warning with that, just be careful because she will take damage, but she will replenish that whatever health you take off her. So if you, I would advise against using heavy ammo on her, simply because it pretty much is a waste. But yeah, just a couple of primary, maybe some secondary if you've got something like Icebreaker on. And I made the mistake of doing well, I had rune wings on at this point, so rockets aren't a problem to get for me, so I went for that. And it did some pretty big damage as well. There you go, take her down. Yeah, but so you take down Omnigul best you can, but she'll fly away in a second, and then you're left with a lot of ads charging at you. If you sit back in the room again, like we did here, Purple Haze is on his way now, I think. He's almost here, I think. But yeah, so if you sit back in the room, take down the ads as they come around the corner. Pick up your teammates if they need it, and then just take them down at your own pace, and go from there. There's 2 wizards that spawn outside. There's also a hallowed ogre that appears out there as well. Once you've cleared out everything in this room, head slowly up the hill to your left. There is a knight really high above you as well, who you're going to need to take down. And then you just need to steadily push forward until you get to the next room, which is where I will next see you. So have fun watching this section. Okay guys, here we go, we're on to the final section. Now this bit is really important. What we like to do here, when we've got a full fire team of 3 as we have now, 2 people tend to be much more adventurous with the way they move, much more aggressive, so they will move outside of this last little room here where we are now, whereas 1 person, which is normally me, I'm a lot more conservative in the way I play. So 1 person tends to stay behind. That generally speaking is either a Titan or a Hunter. Titan or a Hunter. Titans because they have their shield, and Hunters because they can go invisible. And that's very good for picking people up if they need to clutch it. But yeah, we like to keep those people back there. 1 person back, 2 people go out and do some damage, and then when the time's right, jump up and do some hits as on Omnigul. It depends how you want to play it, but you know, it tends to be more fruitful, we find, is if you stay back and then have like a barrage at Omnigul. You see there, I'm just putting on the Crest of Alpha Loopy, means I can pick people up faster because there's a lot of ads in there. You're not going to be able to take them all down. A trick with this section is to take down Omnigul as fast as possible before you can get a lot of ads spawning in, because that can be a real problem. But other than that, again, it's a case of being patient to a certain extent, and going from there really. I mean, she just sits in this middle area here, so if you've got a Yalahorn or a Will of Crota or some rocket launcher that tracks rounds, then that's probably the way to go. And then with a really powerful secondary as well. Let's go and pick up Tranners. Nearly die in that process. Thank God for the respawn, for the revive shield rather. Get back in my room and hide up on top. Be wary when she screams. That means that she's summoning a lot more enemies to come and get you. Best thing to do there: run back into the room, hide up on this top shelf here, and just take down everything that comes into the room. There's 2 cursed thralls spawning underneath you, so be wary of them. That's pretty much it, guys, so I'll speed up this section and I'll talk to you again at the end. See you in a second. Okay, so there you have it, guys. A little bit of clutch play at the end there from Purple Haze. Me and Tron is in a little bit of trouble up on that shelf from that night, but nothing too serious. So Haze goes in with the clutch. Big shout out to him. Great help again, as always. Real legend, that guy. So big shout out to him once again. And so that's going to be it for this week. If you have enjoyed this, please be sure to leave a like rating. We're always happy to hear your comments down below. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, show your support. Share the video as well if you have enjoyed it and you know anybody else who wants some help with this week's Nightfall. We will be back next week with another Nightfall. I'll be back on Friday with a Xur video, and there will be a raid run video coming this week as well. That is my next project to get on with. Hopefully that will be live on Friday along with Xur's video, I would like to say. Maybe before that if I get my act together, but no promises. I've got stuff going on right now, so bear with me with that one. It is coming and it's going to be good, and there's going to be some help in there for all of you guys if you're having trouble. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.